All right, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. Shalom, this is Howard One by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp, located right here in Jacksonville, Florida. Before I begin, I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem, Harakah Kodash, Ma'amaf. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. Shalom to you, Akim, Nagwatim, and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. It's going to be a quick lesson, man. The other day, you had new photos that came out from the Hubble telescope that caught images of Three Eye Atlas as it's approaching this closest point to Jupiter, what they call Jupiter, and literally about to pass its gravitational pull. Now they're saying that around March or June, um, basically around the Passover, this object, which I believe is a chariot, a fleet of chariots, is could be using Jupiter to slingshot and make its way back towards um, Earth. If it's going to do it, it would do it around that time. It would slingshot, you know. So they said the trajectory that it's on is perfect for slingshotting um, back towards the Earth. So will that happen? Hey, we'll see when that day comes. But either way, we know the day is approaching when Yahweh is going to send Yahweh Shai and the holy angels back to this earth. All right, and they're going to hear uh, this right here. Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. Let me get this. There you go. So I guess not what I want. This is Revelations 18 and 13. And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, meaning out in the open, which that's what we're going to see because the Lord said when we see these signs pass, which is basically the last few prophecies, to look up because our salvation draweth nigh. All right. So I heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, "Woe, woe, woe!" Meaning World War III, because the chariots are going to arrive in the midst of World War III, and now you got attacks on Putin's household, attempted attacks, starting off the business new year. Um, the woe, woe, woe to the inhabitants of the earth by reason of of the other voices of the trumpet of the three angels which are yet to sound. Man, we start hearing them trumpets sound. All right, so we're gonna hear the trumpet sound, and it's gonna quake. All right, you're gonna hear a voice from heaven saying, "Come up hither." All right, so that's let me get this. So we know Revelation 7. Let's get that real quick. Revelation 7:1. And after these things, I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, man. All right, standing around the earth, getting set in place, controlling what happens on the earth. Basically, the last three prophecies, holding the four winds of the earth, so that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. So basically, keeping the destruction from happening to this place, Babylon. All right, in the World War III. Because once that happens, that's it for the prophecies. Salvation is at the door, and the elect are going to be delivered, and Yahweh is going to send Yahweh Shai to establish his kingdom on this earth. So they're holding back that process until what? I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea. So these angels are here to deliver. He said, defending also he shall deliver, and they're bringing the Lord's wrath to this earth. All right, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their forehead. Okay, so hold on, get one more real quick. This is Malachi 3, and let's go to 2. But who may abide the day of his coming, man? Who's going to be able to abide in that day? He said, woe to the world, the whole earth, because of World War III, judgment on the whole earth. But who may abide the day of his coming? And who shall stand when he appeareth, man? So who's going to be able to stand in his presence? Only the elect. For he is like a refiner's fire and like fuller's soap. And he shall sit as a refiner and purifier of silver. All right. And he shall purify the sons of Levi and purge them as gold and silver, that they may offer unto Yahweh an offering in righteousness. Of course, with Levi, but the whole focus is he shall sit as a refiner. That's talking about Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. Sitting as the refiner. What does the refiner do? Pull the gold or the silver precisely out of the fire right on time. All right, right at that precise moment. So the thing is, now let me get to the focus of this lesson. You had a video from Dabu 7, all right, and yeah, it's clear, man. This looks like Ezekiel chapter 1, the wheel within a wheel. All right, because I never saw it as this right here. This is what they'll say in church. This is what they try to say in church right here. All right, they say it look like this with eyes all on, literal eyeballs, you know. But it's when they say a wheel within a wheel, just it look like a wheel. All right, now with a bunch of literal eyeballs like this right here, the blind purple people eaters. See, this is what it looks like right here. All right, you can see it right in the middle. Now, if this not a chariot or chariots, then hey, we'll see when that day comes. But come on, man. This thing, this picture on the left, they just caught this from Hubble, but with a different lens, and it shows. If you see this right here, if you understand this, it shows that it's changed directions. So it's literally out there outgassing, like shooting off thrusters, adjusting. That way, you see this one was bigger and this one's smaller. Before it only had one jet, now I got like two shooting out of one side, adjusting. So they're saying this thing is being controlled. All right, and there's a big giant force field around it, so that we can't see what's in the center, the nucleus of it. Look at this, man. All right, and it looks like a giant wheel. So I'm gonna play a little bit of his video, not too much.
On this object. In the middle, you were looking at a stack of 20-minute composites that were thrown together that formed this Ezekiel's wheel type of characteristic that goes on here. We've caught this before. I've mentioned this before. Some of these things are now being picked up by several people in their matching. So when the composites are thrown together, it ends up kicking out this wheel-like structure. And we get it time and time again now. And we've seen from some of the other shots that there seems to be some kind of 4, 5, 6 pointed structure around this object without the compositry. So a wheel within a wheel within a wheel. Yeah. You wonder why people are saying Ezekiel's wheel, because it definitely matches here very closely. But these are some of the latest anomalies here by this.
Yeah, so we'll go here real quick. Put up this one. Now, this is the thing. Let me show you this one right here. 3i Atlas images. I want to show you these images here, where it looks like you can see the wheel characteristics. If I can find it. If I can't find it, it's all good. But don't forget this one. Remember this one? Hold up. Remember this one? Yeah, Atlas. Weird. Dang, I can't find it. Where is it at? I got it on my phone. I might do another lesson on it. Hold up. All right, here we go. I think I found it. This one right here. I was actually watching this live when they zoomed in on this picture right here with a telescope. All right. So it looks like spokes of a wheel, with that mindset, like spinning. So now let me get one scripture. Let me share this tab. All right, let's get a scripture real quick. Because we know, let's go to Ezekiel 1 first, then I'm going to go to Ezekiel 10. Hopefully I remember. I'm going to go to Ezekiel 10 as well. All right, 10 and 9. So let me open up another tab. Let's go to Ezekiel 1 real quick. I'm not going to read the whole thing. If you want to find the whole lesson on it, you can look on the page in the playlist. Or just type in Lions Den with a Z. Because you got a bunch of different Lions Den out there with S on it and some bug outs in their camps. But you're looking for this camp, type in Lions Den with a Z on it instead of a S. Put main page behind it and type in Ezekiel chapter 1. So let's go to Ezekiel chapter 1. So this was a vision, what's called an allegory. All right. That was given to Ezekiel in 592 BC on the coast of Babylon. All right. Ezekiel 1 and 1. Now it came to pass in the 30th year, in the 4th month, in the 5th day of the month. All right. So as I was among the captives by the river of Kibar, because he was there were 3 exiles. You had one exile into Babylon during 605 BC. Then you had another one, that was with Daniel, Then you had another one, 597, 598. And then you had another one, 568 BC. All right. So that was 3 exiles where the Lord used the Babylonian Assyrians to break us down, the tribes of Judah, the kingdom of Judah, and take them into captivity. It said that the heavens were open and I saw visions or allegories. All right. What's an allegory? Let's get the word allegory real quick. So if it says he saw wings, it's not talking about literal like chicken wings, like the angels got feathers and shit. If it say four faces, it's not talking about four heads. If it calls Yahweh Shai the lamb, it's not talking about a lamb you're gonna see running around in the damn field somewhere. So what's an allegory? A story, poem, or picture that can be interpreted to reveal a hidden meaning, typically a moral or political one. Also, similar to that would be a parable or what's called a metaphor, a figure of speech in which a word or phrase is applied to an object or action to which it is not literally applicable. Also, you have another form. I think it's called animology. It's something with animals where you take an animal. They use animals to describe a certain characteristic of a person or a thing. All right. Let me look that up. It's called yeah, there you go, zoomorphism. All right, zoomorphism. So in this case, it would be the angels, giving the angels characteristics of animals. All right, you not painting them that way or nothing like that, but just saying right here it's talking about their offices. Like you say a person is like a lion, or you say, hey man, this dude act like a snake. Um, Ezekiel 1 and 2, and the fifth day of the month, which was the fifth year of King Jehoiakim's captivity. King Jehoiakim went into captivity 597. All right, Jehoiakim. Um, so that was 597. So the fifth year would be 592. The word of Yahweh came expressly unto Ezekiel, the priest, the son of Buzai, in the land of the Chaldeans by the river Kibar. And the hand of the Lord Yahweh was there upon him, meaning he was dealing with him. And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, man, literally out of the north in the sky. All right, in the north direction. He looked, and there was a chariot. All right, a great cloud, and a fire. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull this up. I like to pull this up so people can see it. Uh, Whoops. Yeah, I'm gonna look up an image. And this is it right here. Okay, so this is the area where he had the visions. All right, by the river Kibar. All right, near Babylon, Tigris River, Euphrates River, near the Persian Gulf. All right, and then you have right here. This is how it looked. Okay, so he was out here. Ezekiel was literally standing out here somewhere. So-called black man, Ezekiel, 592 BC, and I'm pretty sure what he saw looked similar to this. All right, so he says, and I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, and they said um this three-eye atlas is spinning like a whirlwind. I'm gonna try to find it. I saved a video on it. I'm gonna have to look for it, but I saved one. It was mentioned. They said it looks like a whirlwind or a tornado or something. Maybe I can find it. If I can't find it, I ain't worrying about it. Towards the earth. Yeah, I'll look for it later. Yahweh I'll do another lesson on that. All right, because it's all prophetic. Now it says, all right, so Ezekiel 1 and 4. And a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolding itself, and a brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof as the color of amber. All right, so these chariots look amber. All right, it was brightening up all the clouds around it, and out of the midst of the fire, so it looked like fire in the sky, but it was like the color of amber, just like this in the middle. All right, that's the color of amber. Let's look up the word amber. That word amber is it says here amber ha hashamal. All right, hashamal. It means a shining substance, amber or electrum or bronze, uncertain. So a form of bronze would be this color here, amber. Let me show you. Is it electrum? Let's see what electrum is. All right, this is electrum. Where's that John at? Okay, this is amber. Different shades of amber, and this is electrum. Let me get some. I'm gonna show you electrum. This is amber. All right, and again, looks just like the composite in the middle. Where is it at? Electrum. Yeah, because electrum is like a plasma almost. All right, here you go. I'm gonna show you electrum. All right, this is electrum as they call it. No, not electric. Damn it. Hold on. All right, electrum, like that plasma. You know, the shit from Jurassic Park. The sweet scent of ponderosa pine and amber. So, see, the color of electrum is basically like this right here. All right, like an amber color, bronzish. Kind of look bronze. But then you go back to this. Boom, look at the middle, man. Look gold. You don't look gold. All right, so, and it says as the color of amber. So now with that being said, I want to skip down to get to the point, so I don't read the whole chapter. All right, so just to get to the point right here, it says here, verse verse 5, chapter 1, verse 5, and also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of four living creatures, so living beings. All right, but they're not human. They're in the presence of the Most High, so they have joy everlasting, man, being in His presence. All right, and this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man, so they had the likeness of Yahushua. All right, they look like men, and the man they look like is Yahushua. And even the characteristics that it described, the four faces, Those are also four characteristics of Yahushua. All right. Um, and the characteristics of their duties, their individual duties. Now let's go to what I want. Skip down to here. What is it? All right, here you go. Ezekiel 1 and 16. And the appearance of the wheels and their work was like unto the color of no, verse 15. Now as I beheld the living creatures, so there was one fleet of angels with their chariots that looked like amber. Behold, one wheel upon the earth by the living creatures with his four faces. All right, so there was also another angel there with his four faces. All right, so with his you know characteristics. Um, that's why I personally believe this was Yahushua. The appearance of the wheels and their work was like unto the color of a beryl, just like Yahushua's garment. And they four had one likeness. All right, so he had this angel had four chariots with him as well. So each angel had his chariot and four chariots with him. It was a fleet. And their appearance and their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel. Yeah, all right. Like a wheel in the middle of a wheel. So basically like a flying saucer, as you could say. But this one right here look like a huge one, a fleet of them or something. All right. So where was this? Yep. In fact, I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna get this real quick. There you go. Second Thessalonians 1 and 7. It says, and to you who are troubled, rest with us. So we're resting in this truth. All right. What they try to hide from us and keep from us, that we're the Israelites and that Yahweh is the true name of the Father. Yahweh Shai is the true name of his son. He's coming to deliver us in these last days. So the ones who are troubled how? Just like Job, just like Job was troubled, just like or hated, being afflicted, just like going through adversity, just like Lot was troubled for seeing the wickedness that vexed him every day, and as we are oppressed by our enemies, we're troubled, and our only rest is in this truth, where we'll find comfort. So when Yahweh Shai shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels. So they wondering what this is. It's not no aliens. It's not. If it's not a space rock or a comet, what the heck is it? If it looks like a fleet and it's being controlled and it's being directed, it surpassed the brightness of the sun. It's pushing beams out at the sun, so the sun can't send particles at it. It's sitting out gases that can control it like wings. It's spinning, look like a wheel. They got a fleet, a bunch of giant uh, cylinder black objects that's been around it and popped up around the sun recently. So, and it says what? With his mighty angels and in flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahweh Shai, man. So, hey, man, they say gonna come as a thief in the night. And they say they got a cloud of gas around it and dust, so it's blocking the view so nobody can see it. Could it be a chariot? Hey, but the Lord did say there's going to be what? Signs in the heavens. All right. That represent his return and his approach. And he said, behold, I come quickly. So with that, I'm going to say, Shalom.